everybody, how are you? Good morning, good morning. This is Monday. We're starting the week again. Are you ready? I am so pumped. I've got so much going on this week. I'm so happy and I can't wait to get on it. Actually started. So I hope you can get as excited as I am, because that's usually when good stuff happens. And if you're not, it's only Monday. You can still pump it up. So good morning. I'm Paola Guillon. I'm a success coach and professional tango dancer in Austin, Texas, and I love doing those happy Mondays because I believe in starting the week right. And today I want to talk about how to be powerful and being quiet. So, okay, last week I talked about speaking up. I know, I don't want to be confusing. However, there are times and places for certain things, and sometimes it's a very good thing to speak up, obviously. Other times, there can be some very powerful impacts at shutting up a little bit and being quiet, because it's always about the impact that we are looking for. So what I'm leading to today is Saturday evening, Saturday morning, my business partner and I, dance partner and I, we performed at the farmer's market. It was something like 45 degrees when I left the house that morning, and thank God it was a gorgeous sunshine when we got there. But it was a morning gig, and it was a little bit on the chilly side, so it was outside, gorgeous weather, but we did that in the morning. And then in the afternoon, we had Milanga in the park, again outside, gorgeous weather, absolutely loved it. But I'm telling you, by 7 p.m., I was out. It had been a wonderful day, lots of fun, lots of work. However, I was tired and I was ready to slow down a little bit. But we had decided to have dinner. So at some point, it was like, Paula, are you okay? Because I was being very quiet, like I wasn't talking at all, because A, I was tired, and 2, I was hungry. If you know me at all, if I'm hungry, I'm more of a hangry category. And there was just a moment of awareness for me. It's like, if I open my mouth, I may say something that's just not going to be the best version of what I could say right now, just because I'm feeling getting cranky, and I know I'm tired, and I've got that awareness that I need to eat. So I had made that decision in my head. It's like, I'm just going to be quiet for a little bit and let things happen, prepare dinner, and go through that motion. And yeah, as soon as dinner was served and I had food in my stomach, I was a different person, a better version, a more accurate version of myself. But something for like half an hour, I didn't say anything really, because I just didn't want to say anything that was rude or harsh or just something I didn't mean altogether. So there is power in being able to just shut up once in a while. And that comes with the awareness. That's one of the foundations of my system. That's why I stretch it so much, is because awareness, that's where it starts when we want to have the type of interactions that will be most beneficial. When we want those connecting experience. And I'm telling you, when I'm hungry, hangry, and tired, I don't connect well. Nobody does. It's human. It's okay. Having that awareness, though, that's the lifesaver. That's where your superpower is in. We don't need the Wonder Woman cape and all that jazz. You just need to be aware of what's going on within yourself and adapt to a situation. So that's one example. Another example is the venting, complaining, ranting, escalation. Venting is cool in my book. I mean, if you want to vent, vent. Venting is like a one-sentence thing. It's like, this is what happened. This was really challenging. Oh my goodness. That was hard. That's okay. Let it out. Especially if you're talking to a friend. That's what friends are for. So you can vent it out just once in a while and get it out of your system. The complaining, the difference is that the complaining is the upgrade of the venting. The complaining is you said it once and you're saying it again. And you're saying it again, and it's starting to be a little much. And then there is the ranting. The ranting is the person is just no longer even aware that they are saying something negative for the 10th time, 20th time. It's just on and on and on. It's just, wow, personally sucks the life out of me. And that's when there is an opportunity to be quiet. And that's when our friends comes in. They'll let us know, it's like, hey, you already said that 20 times. I got it the first time, I got it the 10th time, and now it's just no longer necessary to share because it's not useful. It's not helpful. When we get to the complaining, it's starting to be a little bit of a waste of time. When it comes to the ranting, it's literally counterproductive because the person is so far gone into that negativity, they're not even aware they're doing it, and there is absolutely no awareness, no intention to do something about it. You know, the venting, we want to let it out. The complaining, we're sort of losing touch with ourselves and with our environment. But the ranting is just, it's so far gone, we don't even want to be involved anymore. So those are the opportunities of awareness to know when to shut up. And that's why we have coaches. And that's why I have a coach. It's like when I've got something really challenging on my plate, I call my coach and we talk about it. So we have help when things are difficult. I'm not saying to bottle it up and just keep it inside. That is not productive either. But there is a time and place when it comes to certain things. Another opportunity to be quiet is when we don't have all the information that we need to really make a connection. So for example, let's say that and that's when speculation is also very dangerous. We have to watch for that. Let's say that we have plans and the weather said 50% chance of rain. Okay, and rain is going to be a factor in being able to enjoy or not what's going to happen. So 50% chance of rain. When do we speak up and start saying, yeah, it's going to rain in the afternoon? Well, we don't know that yet. It's 50% chance rain. When was the last time the Weather Channel was 100% accurate? I mean, come on, seriously. And that's just a detail, but that could be anything. That could be about traffic. That could be about who's going to be at the party. Is it going to be a fun party, not a fun party? When we go into a speculation and we start wanting to mention those things, we need to be careful because it's not helpful. It is not helpful to talk in speculation or fear or scarcity. It's not. It's just not going to create a connection. So we have the opportunity to sort of play chess in our head when it comes to projection or how we see how things are going to unfold, and ask ourselves, there is the four things that we can ask ourselves. Is it helpful? Is it kind? Does it serve life? Whatever question is going to be helpful for you and however you want to formulate it. But at the end of the day is, if I say this, what are the odds of it being productive and helpful? That's my bottom line. The kindness, for me, that's a default setting. I mean, really, is it going to be kind to say this? Come on, we know if it's going to be kind or not. We can feel it in our guts. But is it helpful? Is it going to be productive? Those can be a little trickier. So when I say playing chess in our mind is, if I say this, what is going to happen? Like if I tell my friends, hey, we have planned, but there is 50% chance of rain happening, why would I say that? I mean, do I want to express concern? So if I want to express concern, then I express concern. I don't just throw out a piece of information. It's like, hey, there is 50% chance rain. I'm concerned that might ruin our plans. Well, then you're just not throwing information out the window. You're actually expressing concern, which is valid. But we need to be careful when we mention those things. Does that make sense? So, for example, if I have plans and I mention to my friend, I'm concerned that our plans might be ruined because there is 50% chance, then I'm basically requesting to be reassured. Totally valid. Being reassured is totally valid. The best case scenario would be, don't even worry about it. I mean, you're not even sure what's going to happen. So there you go. And it's what I mean by playing chess and having that scenario play in your mind and asking yourself some good question. That's something I work with my clients so that you have a best case scenario. There are ways to actually nip it in the bud and get an answer and have a vision of what's going to happen just by asking yourself some very productive questions. And it's super easy. Once you get it down, it's like some people play chess and within a dozen moves, they have their game down. And then some other individuals will play chess and it will take 40 moves and they're still struggling. The only difference between those two individuals is that the one that has been playing chess and can do it in 12 moves has done it more often and longer, and that's it. That person is not specifically smarter. They have not been gifted anything more extraordinary than the person that does chess in 30 moves. They've just done it more times, more often, and they've dedicated more energy to it. The only difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who's not is practice and intention. That's it. You don't have to be smarter. You don't have to be richer. You don't have to have your parents set you up. Yes, it's easier. Let's not kid ourselves. However, that is not the deciding factor. Practice and intention. That's it. So I encourage you this week, if that's something you want to tackle, to see where the opportunities of being quiet are when it is useful and productive and caring and kind. That's what I'm giving you for this week. Okay? All right. If you have any opportunity for support and if you need a coach, I'm available. I still have some slots this week. So feel free to connect with me, and you can see all those videos on YouTube. They're uploaded every week. So if there is any specific subject of conversation that I've touched base on, it's in there, it's archived, and it's free. You can go ahead and do it, or you can sign up for my weekly newsletter for free coaching tips, and I'll put the link below for you. Until next week, reach for the greatest version of yourself. You can do it. Bye-bye.